kind of developments after the revolution. Here in Egypt, after the revolution, we have been working on improving efforts in order to kind of bring up society and help those in need. There are a lot of challenges now, including poverty, illiteracy rates, and most importantly, unemployment, which has been going on high now for a few years. What role does NGOs play during this period, and how are they helping the youth in our society in order to enhance their skills and better get employment? We'll be discussing this with our guest today, Dr. Slamah, Chairman of the Board of Directors in Bidayah Team for Human Development. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
We're very pleased to have you with us, Dr. Noha.
You too, Raisa.
It's been a lot. I mean, we've met before, but
yes.
it was a little back in time.
Yes,
and a lot has changed, like Reem has said, after the revolution. Tell us briefly, how is the work of your NGO that has changed?
Yes, of course. Well, you know, I can say that there is a very big difference with people doing change to people and creating leaders before and after revolution. But what was really obvious, that everybody now knows what's change and searching for change. And of course, we have seen youth in the Maidan Tahrir. They were leaders. They discovered some of them discovered just suddenly that they are leaders and they can do change. Maybe before revolution, when you just tell any person, come on, you just come and change, and you're a leader. Oh no, I don't think so. Change? Are you crazy? Are you talking about change? But now that when they have seen change, I think they are now searching for themselves more, and need lots of efforts. So much efforts. You just can't imagine the number of youth that really needs change and need to learn the skills of leadership and to make a professional volunteerism. So many. So it's time, I believe. We have a problem in time, so that we can just do this for all the youth that we know.
So we want to talk about your organization and kind of the things and the exercises, the activities that you do with youth, and what kind of the skills that you try to enhance and work on in order to help them get better employment and have a better future in the country.
Yes, basically we are working on self-assessment. We are not working directly on poverty, and we believe that self-assessment is the way to solve poverty and to solve the problems of the needs. Because when you know yourself, have self-awareness, when you know your skills, when you higher the level of your skills, your mentality, your emotions, have emotional intelligence, as we say, these things actually help you to get money at the end. This is not the main issue, but of course money is an issue and it's important. So many people actually pushed us to work in poverty and with needs, but we said no, we are professional in self-assessment, and we believe, yes, it is an indirect way, but it's a very important way for youth and everybody actually to know themselves and to try to higher the level of their skills. So many of the youth come to our organization, and this is a very famous quotation. I don't know who am I, where I'm going, I don't have money, I don't have anything. So I believe if I just give him the food, this won't solve the problem. But I think if I can give him himself back, this is very important. So that's what we are really doing. The unemployment is a very big issue, of course. Rules should match with us, because we can make the skills of the youth higher, okay, but then where are the jobs? We can't offer these jobs. So I think it's a kind of puzzle for those organizations working governmental or in civil society. So we could make this puzzle. Okay, I will teach him how to know himself. I will help him to get his skills higher and mentality. But still, I have to see jobs. I have to see some rules.
But actually, Dr. Noha, on the ground, a lot of private companies and a lot of good posts are there. They just lack the skills. And I guess this is where your job comes to the forefront, because the self-assessment tells you where the potential of that person is, and then you work on it. But then I want you to further elaborate. We know that you have a 6-month course, a comprehensive course that comes to hopefully, pinpoint the skills and build on it. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, we make awareness for leadership and change and volunteerism for thousands, okay? But we have small courses, 25, 30 persons, mostly. And they just go with us for 6 months, about 120 hours. starting by knowing himself. I think about 20 or 30 hours. Who are you? Let's search for you. You cannot lead others while you're not leading yourself. So this is very important, and really those are youth working in a community. I make interview. I don't take any person, but still they need to know themselves more. And then we just go through a period of how to lead others, how to know motivation, assertiveness, how to build a teamwork, how to know the 4 levels of building a team, what are the how communication skills, whatever. I'm not giving these basic skills actually, but we are giving higher skills. How to make a decision. I'm not telling him 1, 2, 3, but I'm making exercises for whole 4 to 5 hours. Problems, let's solve it.
And the thinking process itself, how to reach the right decision.
This is very important. Situational leadership, and that what really happened in Tahrir Square. They were not the leader, the big leader there, but there's situational leadership. It's a situation which is telling me what to do now. And how can we just guess? What will you do now? These things, actually, these skills are very important for leaders.
In Tahrir Square, we did see a lot of youth who kind of led groups and organizations to clean the square,
this
to
is
kind
right.
of have the security to check people coming in, and they were very organized, and they really, I mean, everyone was looking at them like great leaders because they were very organized. Yeah, it was very impressive because they were working together, leading themselves, and actually, you know, in order to make this place a safe place and protest freely. So.
Some youth think that there were no leadership in Tahrir Square, and I was telling them it's full of leadership. But it's not that kind of leadership which is obvious, but leaders, circles of leaders and teamwork. I mean, how can we just do a revolution without leadership? But I believe that this is a problem after revolution, is to reform the definition of leadership, because I believe that the old regime has made lots of work to sabotage the word leaders. So what we have now in Bidaya team, that we are trying to revive the word leadership just by itself, for developing yourself and knowing that you are a leader, something inside you. No one is telling me. Just a boy from the university was just sitting yesterday with me. I've heard this a lot. He said, "I don't know myself. I'm not a leader. I'm nothing." And he's very good at skilling. You know, he's the first person. He's just giving the high score in his apartment. So what's there? He can't just speak. He cannot communicate. These skills should actually be.
So during the self-assessments in your organization, are you trying to redefine the meaning of leadership and kind of bring out the leader within? What kind of are the problems that you see when you're working with these Egyptian youth? What's the problem that you see that's stopping them from becoming leaders? Is it related to society and the factors and the life they've been living?
Yes, as I just mentioned, that they don't know that they are leaders. They are just walking life just like that. And I told you that they are leaders actually in models in universities and these things, but yet he doesn't know himself. You know, he doesn't know himself, and we have a big issue in trust. Confidence in yourself is actually a very big problem, and you could see the girl or boy actually fabulous, but he can't see this. You have to show him.
It's I guess the impact of the external factors, the society from around, they made them feel that they're weak and they lost that self-confidence. But let's say, Doctor, that we have surmounted that obstacle, that you have been able of making a good youth leader. How do you put them on the community level and make sure that they are actually there doing the desired goal, the objective that they are made for?
This is a very good question. That's what we really do. The third part of our course is just going into community. Tell me, what's your initiative in this community? What will you do? There are lots of gaps which the civil society should actually fill it, because the government can't do this now. Lots of gaps. Tell me, where can you find yourself? You have to fit in this puzzle, and you have to do this. And so what we really do, that he goes to make his initiative, and we are following him. We're trying to follow up him technically, basically, because, you know, there is a very big financial issue in these, these organizations. But actually, when he is good, he goes got to get his money, inshallah. So we are making the technical assistance. Some organizations and small groups. We're in Bidaya team, just sitting with us 4 to 5 persons. Now, mashallah, they are 20 and 30. They're doing lots of work. And I'm just telling them that there is a problem in our organizations, in leadership and teamwork. Because this is one of the words that also was affected, teamwork. We can't work together. From where the hell did we get this word? I mean, we can work together, but let's reform what's working together. And that when you are strong, this will make me strong too. This is you're strong. Your strong position is not my weakness. So I believe that we have things to be done here in some efforts.
You're one of the organizations that's trying to work on society and kind of, because the youth are kind of the base of society. What are the obstacles that you face in order in kind of managing yourself and bringing up your organization, getting known to the community, and actually helping these people? What are the obstacles that you have faced, maybe before the revolution, that period, and after?
Of course, this is. And the main issue is kind of financial, especially after the revolution, because the politics has taken the money from the civil society, actually. So, and because I'm working in self-assessment, it's very mature to pay for self-assessment. You know, you can pay for food and drink, because it's obvious. It's
concrete in kind.
Yes, it is concrete. But actually, when you are paying for self-assessment, this is very mature from the person, because knowing that there is an indirect impact upon the society. And this is, I think, one of the main problems. The number 2, rules. You know, we don't have the waqf. I don't know what's in English. Maybe the waqf rules should
endowments.
Yes, should actually come back, because this is very important, and this has really affected the society, the civil society. This is very important to go into the parliament and these things. We are trying our best with the politics to regain some of the rules that can help civil society to move on. Of course, number 3, as I said, something from the organizations itself, because youth just go to volunteer for sometimes and then fades away in the community and just go away from volunteerism. So there are some problems that we are trying to study why and how can we solve this. And I believe you have a very good lecture on this too, how to protect your youth from being into your organization, and how can the youth protect the organization with the matching.
Excellent. Okay, one final question. Hopefully you will have a brief answer. Dr. Noha, all the big multinationals have this part of the corporate social responsibility, whereby they feel they owe it to the community to help out. And maybe one of the deals you can make, I don't know if you've already made it, is to actually them helping you sponsor such a course, and then you would promise to give skilled labor later on. Have you tried this?
We have tried, but let me say, I'm sorry to say that, but it's not actually practical. I mean, they're not all so sincere in this. They just want to say that they are doing this to community. I'm sorry to say that, but when I went to many big multinational companies, but they say, oh no, I just want to make something very big, just so that my name could just be shown. I'm sorry to say this, but this happens actually.
It's true.
You have to believe. You have to believe in what you are doing. Adopt your ideas. Just to pay and to serve. This is
but to be fair, let's not generalize. Maybe it happens with a lot of companies, but hopefully there are the little few that can still serve honestly
we'll keep searching.
their community. Hopefully.
Some must be out there willing to help.
Yeah,
and hopefully
course,
you can get in touch with them. Dr. Noha Salama, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
and
you so much.
By this, we come to the end of our show. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this edition of the Breakfast Show. My sister.
Tomorrow, you see,